This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
So what specifically will this bill do to lower costs for Americans right now?
This first of all, immediately, people will be able to lower the fuel costs in their home. There's a 30% tax credit that you can claim in 2022 for installing energy efficient windows, heat pumps, energy efficient appliances. That is right away. And on top of that, of course, if citizens want to install solar panels on their roofs so that they can generate their own power, that's another 30% tax credit. And of course, there's the tax credits that are at the dealership for the automotive sector, for electric vehicles. So, and if you install an electric vehicle charging station in your home, you can also get a tax credit. So there's many ways that this bill lowers the costs for everyday citizens. And that's one of the reasons why it's anti-inflationary.
Come on, man.
This bill is the biggest action on climate that any administration has passed in the history of the United States.
On the
10.
inflation,
So
on the inflation part of this, I mean, you're kind of making my point, because when we're talking about drugs negotiating directly, having Medicaid negotiate directly, you're talking about 2026 to 2029. That's when those provisions kick in. When you're talking about a tax credit on solar panels, electric vehicles, energy efficient appliances and windows, people who are spending money on those things aren't the ones who are living paycheck to paycheck and inflation is hitting the most.
Well, actually, no. I mean, people who are able to
replacement plan.
Right, they don't have a replacement plan, and to actually put it in perspective, this is some work Casey Mulligan and I did before the election, that if everybody has an electric car, then instead of getting stuff from gasoline, you're getting miles from electricity. And electricity generation in the U.S. has to go up if we just move everything from the kind of car you and I have, so that it basically moves it up by 25%. And so we have to increase power generation by 25%. If we move everybody to electric car. If you phase fossil fuels out at the same time, well, fossil fuels right now produce about 70% of the electricity in the U.S.
Oh, right.
And so you're basically rebooting the entire grid. It's 95% of the grid if we do it, and there's just no way to do it.
So why don't they get that, or why don't they acknowledge
because
that?
it's not about, I mean, you said it very well, it's not about climate change, it's about control of the economy.
Unreal.